If you've ever felt behind in your life, this video was meant for you. I recently got the opportunity to go over the Tafsir of Surah Yusuf, and I've derived two main lessons from those lectures that I want to share with you. The first thing is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah Yusuf that He will never let the efforts and patience of good people be wasted. And honestly, the amount of reassurance I got by learning this and hearing this in the Quran was monumental. The reason I say this is because when we look at the life of Yusuf alayhi salam, he was oppressed by the world, by his brothers, by the king, by people in his life that he did not even expect to be oppressed by. And every single time he relied on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he trusted Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us through the Quran that He would never let the patience and the efforts of good people be wasted. When we look at the second lesson that we can derive from this is obviously going to be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can change your life in a day. And I know when we all have these giant plans that, oh, it's going to take 10 years to get here, it's going to be 5 years to go there, it's going to take 2 months to do this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can change your life in one day. I need you to fathom that. I need you to understand what that means. When we look at the life of Yusuf alayhi salam, we see him go through the highs and lows of his life. And obviously a lot of time goes in between, but the changes that can happen can be instant. And that's what we see in his life. We see that basically he goes from being in wealth all the way to being in slave trade, being adopted by the king of Egypt, then being thrown in prison, and then finally being put as the minister of agriculture. There are so many changes that happened instantaneously because of the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what you need to understand is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can change your life. You need to have tawakkul, you need to make dua, and you need to make constant efforts in the way of your goals. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to change your life should you have patience and should you make the effort.